Okay, welcome to episode 12 of What Is This Podcast. My name is Pepper5.
My name is Victor.
We're joined by our wonderful producer. Her name is Michelle.
No, she's not our producer. She's our videographer.
Video producer.
Okay, better put.
Okay, today.
Oh shit, by the way, it's 12 episodes. We drop an episode every week. That means we've been doing this for 3 months.
Damn, you had the math.
Fucking hell.
Quick math.
Okay, that's
2
actually
plus 2
quite...
is 4.
-1.
That's 3 quick math.
That's actually really fun. Okay, that's actually really nice to know that
Yeah.
you've been here. So, for those of you who've stuck with us through the audio, and now you can see us, thank you very much for your continued support.
The person who told me to comb my hair, I appreciate that.
You're actually
You are
looking a
very,
bit...
yeah. You are very.
Shy.
You are the only one who saw the need to tell me. All these people in the room last time never told me I had not shaved. I mean, I had not combed my hair.
Your hair is better than mine even when not combed. Even
Really?
when mine is combed, it still looks like fucking shit. So, hi mom, I love you, mom. I still won't shave.
Wow.
Okay.
Good luck getting your allowance.
Oh, okay. Let's
So
continue.
today we are reacting to not reacting.
We actually have
discussing.
discussing some very
Discussing.
important talking points that Tedd Josiah gave while he was
Hold up. Let's explain to people who Tedd Josiah is.
fucking legend. First of all,
Tedd Josiah is behind very many hits. Atoti being one of them, which he mentions here.
here in mentions in the video,
He's worked with
Susan Owiyo, Kalamashaka. Who
the
else?
list is endless.
Goody-
He's worked
Giddy
with some
Giddy
guy from
Machimachi.
Tanzania. I've forgotten his name, but it was a smash hit.
Mr. Nice.
Not Mr. Nice. It was Paloma. Paloma is by Ted.
Paloma?
Hey Paloma. Nice kukuona niona. That was Tedd Josiah.
Oh, what's this guy's name?
I don't know. Malu.
Malom.
Something. I can't remember, but that was like the the diamond
Maro.
of Tanzania then.
Shit. Okay.
And that was Tedd Josiah. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Now you know. And right now I don't know if he's working with anyone.
I don't know whether he's working on any.
He has a
music.
really cute daughter. by the
Yo,
way.
oh shit, that thing is wow. Okay.
Yo,
Baby,
Ted.
baby fever.
Yo,
Fucking insane.
your daughter should be on Vaseline.
Actually, yeah. And if you get that, find us free over here. We pitched the idea.
Anyway, so our friends from 1 to 3 podcast. I mean 1 to 3 at the podcast. 1 to 3 sketches. 1 to 3 sketches. Invited this legend
OG, living
to
legend.
their studios to react to the Nu-Nairobi. In case you don't know, Nu-Nairobi is like a crop of artists who've come together. Not really come together,
No,
but
they just exist.
they exist.
Yeah, in
But they're cordially put together in one word,
New
coined
Nairobi.
as New-Nairobi.
that is the new generation of Nairobi artists. Basically, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And Tedd Josiah was, because as you mentioned before we started recording, that we always think that maybe our music is, or the music that we do listen to is like so good, but it's always refreshing to get another perspective.
Yeah.
Because you can learn where you're going wrong and all that.
You might think you're doing the correct thing.
Yeah,
So
but you're actually not.
let's jump into it.
Okay, let's see.
Interesting music production. I hope I don't have to repeat this, but pop music in the UK, there's a science to it. The science is this. In the first 9 seconds, after the first 9 seconds, the vocal has to be in. It's taking about a minute.
Is he shaking his glasses?
to go in. So there's a bit of a problem.
Just
That's
continue
his,
playing.
that's
Just
his
continue
style.
For me, if you listen to a lot of the music I produced earlier on, I just kept that same thing because radio, for some strange reason, prefers it like that, and because we want as much airplay as possible, we just stick by the rules. But if you want to break the
Let me just pause right there. When
He's talking from a perspective
of radio. Yeah, but I don't think anybody in Nairobi wants to
New
hit
Nairobi.
on radio. Well, it's something that's nice, but having a radio song is not that bad. But I don't think anybody nowadays goes into the studio with the aim of like, oh, I need to make this song so that it can hit on radio. I don't think that's
With the internet,
with the
you
internet.
have
I
the
don't-
laxity of saying, oh, I want to hit here. I want to hit here.
yeah.
I want to hit in the streets.
a
I want to
viral
hit
song.
in the bedroom. Like, you have your own niche.
Yeah, like you just have something that you're doing that. So I really I think I took issue with him preferring his music being radio music.
From his let me be the devil's advocate here.
Shoot him some bail.
Because he says that he started functioning as a producer back in the mid 90s, right?
Yeah.
And then there's no SoundCloud.
Yeah.
There's no Spotify. So from his perspective, he can
A
only
song-
talk from
Yeah.
the radio.
A song needs to be on radio for it to be good, or
Yeah.
for it to hit.
Exactly. So we actually can give him the the benefit of doubt.
Yeah. He's talking about people who have. So basically, if you're making a song for radio, follow these rules.
Follow this rule.
that the guy is talking about. 9 seconds vocals in, and then just the whole thing. I think if you do that, then he goes on to talk about something very interesting. I don't know what song.
Niggas doing life and I never coming home. You ain't never know what you got till it's gone. Maybe I was wrong.
Is that an American
Maybe I
act?
was wrong.
Nu-Nairobi, my nigga.
Think beat, reminisce on the things we did. I miss you, mom.
I'm not. I apologize.
He says he's not a nigga. That's what he says.
How did you know?
Because they
How did you know? And they blurred his face out. Anyway, continue.
I don't subscribe to that language at all. Do you even know what it
see.
I
About the word
wasn't-
nigga is.
I wasn't refuting your claim.
Niger? The people who were slaves were taken from West Africa, a lot of them, and West Africa was known as the Niger Delta. That's where the slaves come from, and that's why people ended up being called nigger. It was Niger, and it was derogatory. But nowadays, people call each other like that as bros thing. I'm not from West Africa. I'm not from the Niger Delta. I'm not from Niger. I'm actually East African. Na kuna vile si wangeanga mtu wangu, watu wangu, mtunguyas. Kuna masheng mob tunaweza tumia. Hapo nasikia tu ni maniga. Man, let me tell you something that pisses the out of me, and I'll be very honest about this. Why are we copying? Tunaiga sana. Tunajifanya sisi ni watu tumetoka states ni kama yani. Let me tell you, some of you hamuna passport.
Holy shit.
That was very personal. How can you tell someone my chest?
It hurts.
It hurts.
Okay, how can you be told you do not have a passport?
Ah! Okay, I can see that it's getting personal.
But to his point about copying and all that, and the language that people use. What do you think about language?
I think we should not. Personally, I get irritated when someone is not actually from states, but is trying to talk like he's from states.
Okay.
You get? Because clearly you're not from states. Or
True.
You're influenced by your surroundings. Yes, if you've lived half of your life in states and come to Kenya, you're more likely
is it
than not.
accent or like the language itself?
Accent what?
As in, is it more of the accent or the language that people use?
Back
Like,
in America.
No, here when you have a problem, when you're picking an issue with people who speak like they're from the states, is it because of the accent?
The lingo.
The lingo.
Yeah, not the accent, because accents, everyone has different accents,
Okay, true.
right?
Yeah.
Because probably mine is influenced a bit from where I come from, and maybe someone's English is influenced from the lakeside. You get? So accents is more of where you come from.
Yeah.
But the lingo, like he's saying, nigga, and all these terms that people are exposed to.
Yeah.
You get? So,
But
if you're coming
a
to
very interesting thing about what he's talking about, the origin of the word nigger. That is like apart from other things that I picked up, that was a very interesting take that I picked up from here, because I actually had never heard of this. I've heard of other
versions.
Yeah, like there's a version of the origin of the word nigger from the Kendrick Lamar album To Pimp a Butterfly, in the song I. He in the end he's actually addressing Oprah Winfrey, because Oprah Winfrey has been one of the biggest advocates of the word, against the use of the word nigger, where he's talking about and he says that the word
The
nigger,
N-word.
the N-word, he says that the word nigger comes from it's a word that originates from Ethiopia, meaning kings and royalty.
On the last episode of
Negus.
Getting Schooled by Victor. You have it there.
Negus. And actually, that word actually exists. But I don't know whether the what's the term for? Oh, I don't know whether the current etymology of the word nigger comes from here or from
Personally,
Ethiopia.
I wouldn't mind being called the N-word. If you call me the N-word, but if a white boy calls me the N-word,
Oh, we have to fight.
I'll have to square it up.
We definitely have
I know I'm not from the States, but I've watched
Nah.
enough World-Star hip-hop
to know what
music.
happens.
Yeah.
And it also depends why you're doing that. If you come here and you don't want to bring that bullshit here, we're fighting. We're actually definitely fighting. But if it's there, okay, it's not right. But there, if you try fight, you'll probably end up in jail.
Michelle, will you be called a nigger? And a white lady.
Yeah,
Okay.
any white person cannot call you nigga. But even like the Hispanics keep calling each other nigga all the time. Oh, okay. Very interesting.
Those are words from our director.
A lot of the first 3 tracks I did for them, they refused to do anything apart from English. They were also copying. And they sounded very much like Lost Boys. They got booed off stage. I remember Kama coming back in tears and saying, he's done, he's never doing this again. And I said, no, you need to relax, man. You need to relax. The formula isn't working. We need to look for a new formula. When we did Tafsiri Hii, which basically means you try and understand where I'm coming from, and we did it 100% in Sheng, it blew the hell up. Okay, we took a Mary J. Blige sample, added our own beat and groove on top of that, and just changed out the script and went into Sheng mode. Uptown guys, downtown guys, ghetto guys, rich guys, poor guys, everybody loved it. The first station to play it,
I think when he's talking about Kalamashaka and them hitting from Sheng, is that a pointer from people in the like the artists in Nu-Nairobi?
No, because Nu-Nairobi, there's someone who raps in French.
Oh yeah. What's
So-
the name?
The guys from the White, is it the White Summer or what?
East African Summer.
East African Summer. Like there's someone who legit rapping in French.
Yeah. Like I
So
listened to the album
that-
and I was like, okay.
New
this
Nairobi
very
is
interesting.
more of rebellion. Like they don't follow this this industry rules. So
They're carving their own path.
however, from his story, I could tell that Sheng was a new discovery. Like these memes that I shared, like a rare picture of a man discovering
Yeah.
fire, and then you put your favorite song over there.
Yeah.
That was what happened to them. Like if there was a meme back then, that will apply to them because they had tried. He said something about Lost Boys.
Kalamashaka were heavily influenced by Lost Boys.
Yeah, Lost Boys was westernized.
Yeah. No, they're from the West. So yeah.
Yeah.
It's an a hip hop group from the West. So their shit like sounded like Lost Boys a lot.
And all of a sudden they changed their tactics and employ Sheng.
and
voila.
the song blows up, which is
Voila.
which I kind of understand, like that frustration of having to like you're doing music in a language that really does not cut across, because I actually have realized how much people don't in as much as we Kenyans like to listen to our own things, we really don't like when our musicians sing in English. The only people who shook the industry with their sound, one, I think Kalamashaka did it. Issa and the whole Kapuka wave like really shook up the industry. Even Genge, that's Clemo. Kampmula. Elani also shook up because they came with something so new. Everybody was just like, whoa, hold on a minute. What is this that we're hearing? Who is it now that has taken over who has shaken the industry? I don't know anybody else, but every time when you bring in a new sound that's refreshing, there's these guys had the band also, like they tried.
That's
they
more
tried
of
something. Sound.
Yeah.
Language wise, has there been anybody who has it from Vernac of late?
maybe popular terms, but not vernac.
Ken Maria hit a few years ago.
Okay, actually, yeah, that's a good point.
Biashara, STL.
She just had like one verse in Kikuyu. Come on.
Okay, but that was actually crazy. No, it's actually very nice, very encouraging or discouraging, considering she doesn't even live here. Like, she barely lives in Kenya,
Yeah.
and she can rap in her native language.
But I, coming from a Kikuyu household, it doesn't matter if you're in the heart of
New York.
New York, you have to know that language.
Yeah.
Regardless,
You have to
because
be with them
you'll be
shits.
cast out in that language.
But I think that's every African ever.
Not every.
Okay,
I can speak for myself only.
Okay, let me.
I can't speak from everyone.
Okay, yeah.
You get.
I also-
Maybe you.
I also
Maybe you
know,
can.
I know. I like the language of instruction at home is.
I don't know if that's the gospel truth to a director.
She's okay. No,
Yeah.
it's not.
So,
Is it?
exactly. So that's not every African household.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Basically, but I think it's still impressive that she's an artist who is here, who's not from here, who doesn't live here, but still manages to do her thing in her native language, which is really impressive.
Was Capital FM. Hits not homework. Tumetoka wapi na tunaenda wapi? Tutaheshimiwa tukiwa na mila zetu, lakini tusipokuwa na mila zetu tunaiga watu, tunaigiza tu, watu watatudharau. Unafikiria msanii kama huyu anaweza enda Nigeria perform mbele yao wadishi? Watambua mwambie kunyosha, kama tungetaka nazi tungeita, kama tungetaka wakina nani tungewaita.
This nigga is throwing shit at me.
Oh man.
That's why Nigeria is taking over from Kenya. And this is really sickening, man.
That's actually a point. Just hold up. Because if you look at it, when Kanye was scouting for talent, where did he go to?
It's in Nigeria. Even Rock Nations, they opened offices in Nigeria.
Because Tiwa Savage has a management deal with Rock Nation.
Yeah.
So there's some truth in what he's saying. As much as there's the Nu-Nairobi, and
we
need to have some sense of
grounding.
how will we know this is Kenya?
Yeah.
This is coming from Kenya. If we are put aside with, let's give some example, LMA
Oh.
and our very own Karun.
What up? Yeah.
How will we know
Basically,
who's
they're
from who?
actually.
I get his point now that he's well expounded. Like, atutaki tungetaka
kuona Nas.
Eh,
We will have called him.
tungemuita. We want this.
Yeah, we want to see a fucking Kenyan.
Now I
doing
really get
something.
the picture of what he's saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's continue.
DNA featuring Runka.
Oh, she's changed her name to Runka.
Shichangi.
Karun. Runka is Karun, right?
Quite mellow.
No, it's not. I've only known her as Karuna.
Okay. Maybe that's her protege.
Her protege.
Play.
Sijasikia kitu yote ina bado the same thing. There's nothing grounding us. We need stuff that grounds us. At least grounds us a bit. Do you know what I mean? Who are we? Where are we going? What do we stand for? Are we copying pasting? Because we can't compete with these guys. These guys have A&R that's got billions of dollars. They throw money at these artists. They throw money.
We've talked about this before. How the lack of record labels actually makes it difficult for artists to prosper because of how big, like, a budget for somebody like. No, just imagine this: for Drake to shoot God's Plan, he had to use $1 million. Like, that's just one song, a single. So you can imagine if he can.
That's
use
100 for quick math.
quick math. As in-
100 million Kenyan shillings
as in
on a video.
Given that he can use that just for one.
Those are like how
video.
many intimidated songs?
Yeah. 100 million.
Those are 200. Okay, no. Let's not throw shade at the goat. NR is like it's a whole department in a record label that decides which song is to be given more budget
Yeah.
than the others.
But I usually feel like the NRs are fucking up. They're some of the people who fuck up songs like really badly. For example, let me even give you like how a song is here, it's really nice, and then now it's time to do the remix. You either put so many people on the remix, or you do a remix that doesn't make sense. Like recently, what we've seen is do you know this song called "Boot Up"?
Yeah.
Some artist in the US called LMI, and then they release a not so
LMA.
pleasant
Potato,
LMA.
potato.
Potato. So, and they put together a really trashy remix, and that's basically because of the ANR.
I totally support your claims.
The ANR they do so
Even
maybe
many hits before, like the French Montana Swahili one.
that one was
ANR was trashed. Like ANR told him, "We are not putting any budget on this song."
and he was like, "Right,
Okay, I'll just use my own money,
I'll
and
do
it
it."
actually went to be his greatest song.
Imagine now, look at that. Yeah. So he continues.
I think what he's saying is like you can't compete with your clout on Instagram or your SoundCloud plays to a fully fledged devout department in a record label that
Like there's just somebody whose
pumping
work
money.
is to look at the trends and be like,
yeah
this is the song.
yeah
Or
exactly.
we need such a song to go so that it can go. Okay.
These guys have A&R that's got billions of dollars. They throw money at these artists. They throw money. You got 4,000 followers on Instagram, and maybe 10 of them will buy your music if you ask them to buy it. And then you catch feelings. You're catching feelings for the wrong people. I'll tell you why. You should be catching feelings for yourself, going back to Shags and listening. Listen to some traditional songs. Listen to
Hold up there. Nu-Nairobi people don't have shags.
Most of them.
Most of them don't have shags. So I get his perspective now.
Yeah.
I'm fully grasping his perspective. Personally, my shags is Nairobi
yeah.
because I was raised here.
By the way, what does shags really mean?
Shags means ushago.
Where you
Like
Is it where
home
you're-
country,
uh-huh.
like where your parents lived when you were born. That's my understanding of shags.
Okay. Isn't it where your parents came from?
Yeah, but all my life I know my parents come from Nairobi.
Okay. Yeah.
Although we have an ancestral home
Up country.
up country,
Yeah, where you go to.
and that's
chill.
his meaning of shags, like
Yeah, like up
get
country, like where
up-country, yeah.
where your parents came from.
grandparents live.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So him saying that you niggas should go listen to music, but I still
From
think
shags, my shags in Nairobi, man.
okay, I still think he has
Potato.
He's talking about something that's really important, and then he goes on to talk about let's see. Oh, he's talking about a toti. Do you remember that song?
Yeah.
When okay, he says he produced it in 1999. Shit, that's a really old because I remember it, and I remember it hearing in like 203, 204, 205. That's when I knew about a toti. Like it wasn't even a song that was that.
Me, I had it in 202
Yeah.
when there was presidential campaign.
No,
or
that was
something.
unbogable.
No.
A toti at that
Why are
time.
you telling me what I know?
Okay, sir. No, but I just thought you had confused the song.
No, but it still has Gidi Gidi Majimaj.
Yeah, it's the same guys.
Yeah.
Yo, those guys had huge songs.
I told you still play. I'm not bribing anybody to play. But what? People connected with the rawness of the lyric. It makes sense to them. It makes them feel like, actually, this is ours. This is really ours. So we should embrace this, you know. Yeah, we've danced with all this Niger music, but wow, this is still ours. I get sent videos every Saturday night.
He's just
like
flexing
2,
on
3
niggas.
a.m.
He's just flexing on niggas.
Yeah.
Okay, what else does he talk about? Let's see. I think one of the most interesting things I saw in this video is when he said how much he doesn't like Octo, but he still enjoys his music, or at least the song that he was given to listen to. And let's see.
To lose, man. Octo. Usi ni chali wa Kibiti. Okay.
When he starts like that,
Naona kwanza
he's almost being salty.
Kwa video.
You can already tell.
Naona kofia.
Hey Tom. Next year, visionary shit.
Yeye ametoa lini? Ningekuwa na doni ningebuy sahi.
Man, my nigga, I think Tedd Josiah has money. He can buy that song whenever he wants.
Maybe what he meant is
A CD.
I don't know what he meant though.
But okay, wait. He literally says he doesn't like Octopizo. As in, he literally says I.
Ningekuwa na doni ningebuy sahi. Ningekuwa na doni ningebuy sahi. Ningebuy sahi. Umeona vile nimesimamisha hapo. That's exactly the amount of time it takes me to know that that's a hit. Whether you like it or not, that's a hit. Mimi si mtu wa Octo, hata simpendangi. Lakini roho safi imeniguza.
It's good.
Let me tell you something. I think that's many people with this next year album. Like, many people don't like Octo, but the music he made, Normani and Young Puffy, those are the lead singles from his album. God damn it, you just had to respect. Because even the first time I listened, you know, when you give an album a rough listen, you just listen to it once and then you listen to it again. Like, you listen to it like by the second or third time, there's already songs that you just know around. After like 6 or 7 songs, there's a song I like. That was how I was with Normani, because when the first time I listened to it, I was like, okay, there's a song that was somewhere in the middle, and it really was interesting, and it was Normani, and I understand, because that song is such a huge tune. How people react to it when you just put it on, you can see the mood changing. Like, I don't know, I actually feel what Tedd Josiah was saying from this. But anyway, after all that, what do you think about the Nu-Nairobi scene in general?
In general, I think Nu-Nairobi is very rich in content. Like, there's so much, like, maybe someone is dropping a track every other time.
Even the people who drop music
Every
day.
week. Every day. You see? So there's so much content out there. However, I have some issues with Nu-Nairobians. Because some of them are in it for the wrong reasons. Personally, I have links that I know, I'm talking from a first-hand
experience.
They're in it for the wrong reasons, in the sense that maybe they're in it for the fame, not actually for the art, but maybe they say it's for the art, but it's not for the art.
Yeah.
From the look of things. And also, Nu-Nairobi has a few promising acts.
Is there one that comes to mind out of very like
Promising acts. Dave Ndegwa.
okay?
Dave Ndegwa is a really promising act, and he has just one single, I think, out that I can say will have made it to mainstream with proper promotion. Yeah, let's use NR now.
Yeah. Okay.
Proper promotion. So I'm waiting for a new Nairobi artist to break into mainstream. Basically, I don't know if Tunji was New Nairobi. It's just maybe he was mainstream but underground.
He was New Rongai.
That's shade. Nah.
But he's from Rongai. He reps Rongai. I think.
Rongai is not Nairobi. That's what you're trying to say.
Is it?
You fell for the wrong guy.
Okay, so I think with the new Nairobi scene, I feel like they have the music that I have interacted with from new acts from Nairobi is really raw in the terms of
Raw?
yeah
Expound.
in the sound that they produce, because they have very lush production.
There's no one type of sound from New Nairobi.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
but I'm
one
just talking
thing, because many people do mellow beats.
Yeah.
Some people do rap. Some people do feel good music.
Yeah.
Some people do house.
Okay, I think
so it's a
I've
mixture
listened
of so many things.
I've listened mostly to the the mellow side of things.
Vibes.
The vibes wave,
Yeah.
which is I think the biggest one in
Yeah,
Nairobi.
that's actually big.
That's like the biggest.
There's
wave
even
of
rock.
music. There's rock.
You see, so there's
Okay,
no one
yeah,
sound.
yeah, yeah.
There's no particular one sound that
Is that a problem?
no.
Because what will we
not a
break out
problem.
with?
I think Nu-Nairobi should have
Oh,
like,
we can talk a lot of shit about these niggas because we know some of them.
we're not talking shit.
We're
Or
just
are
saying
we?
the truth.
We're
We'll
not.
get to a point.
This is the state of
the state of the status quo.
Yeah, this is the state of it. We're just commenting. We're not talking shit.
Okay, I feel like most of the people there, like some of the artists, like they really don't put much work into their craft. So and they just are there because they know they can get like some mileage on the internet using that thing, using the
It's a
music
hobby.
that they're doing.
That's what you're
It's a
saying.
hobby, yeah.
Okay.
As compared to like people who actually like really put work into their craft and they are not. It's just the same way. Okay, I'm going off a tangent here, but it really relates to how it is because niggas, for example, NRG gave Andrew Kibe a job as a radio presenter. And what the fuck can this guy tell you, honestly, in the morning at 6 a.m. as you're driving to work? You
can
see,
tell
something
you-
of something of the sort. He can just give you a lot of bullshit that I don't think will help. Okay, if you listen to
Okay,
Andrew
then
Kibe and like
how
him,
is that
I'm sorry,
connected to-
but that nigga is fucking trash. I'm just saying, like people
And
who
Kibe, do not come for my head. Please, nimeomba msamaha.
I'm just talking about people who are like, and for example, the whole NRG station, how we have, I think people have criticized their moves. I personally have criticized their moves of choosing their radio presenters because they don't choose people who actually can do the job. They just choose people who they know have hype and will be able to drive numbers into their show, into their radio station. You see, so people just do things because they bring numbers.
It's a cloud station.
It's a cloud station, and that's maybe some of the new Nairobi acts who are really just cloud chasing.
I think we've deconstructed this
Video
interview.
Yeah. Shout out to 123 Sketches. This is part 1. We're waiting for part 2. Whether there are any hot takes from there. Here there were several hot takes. If you're really interested, we'll link the video below. You can go watch the whole interview and see what he had to say about the songs that he listened to, and just he gives tips on the game. He just drops game on us. So we have this bracket that we started last week, and we had many people. I don't even think we okay. It came down to Fena Waire, Nameless Nonini on the left, and then Juakali, Calligraph, Nyash, and Isa on the right. So where do we start?
On the left.
Fena versus Waire.
Ladies first.
Okay, let's see. Fena Waire.
Final. Fine.
Why and
Fena Waire.
who and why?
That's a home run for Waire.
Why?
I support my case because Waire is not even a local artist anymore.
That's true. That's actually really true.
That guy has a catalog.
A catalog.
He was in a band, actually not a band, like a group.
Yeah, necessary noise.
He has very many hits. Nakupenda pia. Mimi na ye.
Oh,
Kingston
that's
Girl.
a name. Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Kingston Girl, as in Necessary Noise. Also, when he was in Necessary Noise,
Yeah.
he used to make a lot of necessary noise.
Yeah, true.
No pun intended.
Uh-huh.
He has albums. He has an album, Definition of a Love Child.
I've listened to that one.
10 Years
I've
Wiser and
also
Lion.
listened to that. I've not listened to Lion. That's the only
2015.
album.
That's the latest.
That's the one I've not listened to. The other ones I've heard.
So you can't compare this to Fena, who has
Oh, but do you
one
know?
album.
Do you know Fena was a backup singer for Della and MDQ?
Really?
Yeah, back in 2009,
Wow.
and then she started her solo career in 2010. And
That's nice.
she has done herself good, given the history that backup singers go through, and then now they have to.
All I'm saying is, I'm not discarding Fena. Like, Fena is a good musician.
But
She still has
okay, music.
still has more ears to put in the work that Waire, since Waire started in 203, 202.
Yeah, back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's still in the game. Fena is. I wouldn't pick Fena in this contest.
Waire and Fan. I don't know. I also think Waire. For me, because I think Waire's music, it's so it's so nostalgic for me because I was so young when I first heard Waire's song, and that alone, even the music by Fena, it's good music because she also did you know she wrote for the girl next door for Sauti Sol. She has
Fena.
a writing, yeah.
Yeah, she's a good writer.
Yeah, she has writing credits there. And when I actually, okay, so Fena, I think in some very few aspects is better than Waire, but I think Waire takes this one clean. Okay.
What aspects? I would like to hear this aspect.
For Waire, I think Waire has the superstar thing going. He has the hit songs going. He has the longevity in check. He has the albums
Performance.
in the bag.
Wise.
He has dope performances because he performs with those two guys. What are their names? Ian and the two guys he usually performs with.
Oh, the dancers.
The dancers.
Oh, yeah.
Usually has those dancers every time.
I don't think they're dancing now because I saw Ian in some production in South Africa anyway.
Okay, but I'm just
But back then,
back in their heyday.
they were really popping.
Yeah, when
and
they
plus he's
perform
a
together.
dancer.
And he's also a dancer.
He's a dancer, so that's
That's
an upper hand.
that's another plus. So
Fena still has a long way to go. I think
she's still young in the industry.
I've seen her performance, and what I can say is she needs to put in more work
Really?
on performance.
I liked her performance when I saw her perform.
On performance, considering she's a female MC,
Okay.
she doesn't bring that energy
That
because this is a male-dominated industry. You get sadly, but it is. If you see Diamond, Diamond is not from Kenya, but he does so many shows here.
Yeah.
So he's a Kenyan.
He's basically
Diamond,
a Kenyan.
if you have ever gone for a Diamond show, Michelle, I'm telling you this. Diamond will do his show, half of his show on his
his
hands.
pose.
On his hands.
Why? As in just performing like going wild and
Like he knows that trick for performing like when you're upside down.
huh?
Yeah.
What?
He will do backflips
Okay,
on stage.
the next time but Diamond is here, we are going.
He'll do backflips on stage. He'll dance like he's so energetic.
As members of the podcast, we're going to see Diamond the next time.
Yeah.
Even team bonding and all that bullshit.
So
We
we
have
want
to do it.
we want to see that stage presence.
Okay.
like, as much as she's a lady.
So your pick,
Waire.
mine too. That's 2-0. Michelle. Yeah. You choose Fena. But anyway, I'm sorry. Michelle has chosen Fena, but it's tough out here. Nameless Nonini. This one will fight.
Mandume wakipigana, nyasi ndio huumia.
Okay, let's go. Let's start with who they are.
My personal pick.
Yeah. Oh fuck, I haven't even thought about my personal pick.
Personal pick, Nameless and Nonini. Let me think about it. Who has done more for the industry? I think
Okay,
Nonini has done so much for the industry. Nonini has done so much for the industry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
personally,
see.
I think he has done so much for the industry. He's one of the longest lasting.
Nonini.
He's had a long lasting career.
Okay, he has.
I was being told by Musiox that his first video. You remember his first video?
Manzi wa Nairobi.
Manzi wa Nairobi.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they actually recorded it at MGN Studios, and that video was very funny.
Yeah.
Because the lady doing the vocals is Clemo's sister. And all those actors, all those dancers are like, no, they just collected them. Like you want to come dance at our video? Yeah, Juakali was there. If you look at it,
Juakali is there.
Juakali is in that video. Nonini is in that video. The sister to Clemo is in that video.
So it was just like a random thing that
it was so random. If you look at him, he was so skinny.
As in,
And
that's
if
the
you look at
thing.
him right now,
Wow,
he's
he's
grown.
an
You
OG
see,
right now.
he brought us the unit. He's
Even
brought,
Lady B.
Lady B.
Yeah.
Who's Lady B?
That the one they sung. Now we show it.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what the name of the song is, but I just know how the song goes.
And plus, listen, he P-Unit, by bringing P-Unit,
Alone.
he's brought 3 people into the industry.
Okay, yeah. Even do you know, like his record label is called was called Prohabo, and P-Unit was literally Prohabo Unit. Like that was the meaning of P-Unit, or I saw.
Wow, I never knew that.
Yeah.
That's new information.
So they were literally he was also a part of P-Unit when it was at its infancy. When it was starting, he was a part of P-Unit.
We actually had an argument with someone earlier. So I was right.
About
Him being part of P-Unit.
yeah, because the first song P-Unit released was Kushoto Kulia.
No. No.
This Una Jump Unaruka.
No.
This one they were wearing t-shirts written.
Trust me, the first one they released, you don't know of it.
Okay, that we know of.
I
That
don't know
brought
what
them
you
to
know.
the scene. Okay, which song do you
I
know?
think it's Curry.
No.
Curry was in 2010.
I had no.
The one they did in a parking lot.
That's the one I'm talking about, but that's not the first one. They
Yeah.
had songs. Una Jump Unaruka was.
That was in the first one also.
Oh, but that was DNA. Una Jump.
See, that's
Una.
Unit.
Featuring DNA. I think that was their first song because DNA was really hot back then. Around that time. Nameless.
Nameless, he doesn't have an album. That's one thing.
Yeah.
He doesn't have an album, but he has many hits. He's won an MTV award.
Oh way.
That's huge.
That thing can carry this nigga up to he wins this shit, but
That's really huge. He's a dope performer.
oh, true. That
What
is
I don't like about him, he has as people don't know this, but maybe some people know.
Okay.
He's an architect by profession.
yeah.
So he has something to fall back to. So if he
He has a
chooses,
safety net.
yeah, if he chooses,
See, he had taken a hiatus.
if he chooses to take a hiatus, he has something to fall back to. But all these other niggas probably don't have any degrees. Probably, I'm not gonna say they don't have.
Okay.
And so they stick to the music. They stick to the craft.
So you're saying
So
by the
my
fact-
personal pick will be inclined to Nonini because Nameless, who has Nameless brought into the industry?
his wife. Oh wait, no. Wow. No. Wahoo is
Well, who maybe put him on?
you never even know.
Who knows?
Okay, I feel like Nameless has songs with the GOAT.
Issa.
One of the biggest songs.
That was very early in his career, and you know, his career is pretty long.
Okay, Nasinzia Nikikuwaza, that song.
Uh-huh.
I'm coming home.
The one for Salary.
Salary.
That was a hit.
The one with him and Habida.
Or Sunshine.
Hey.
He has very many hits. But he also has hits.
Okay, let's see. Manzi wa Nairobi. Keroro.
Keroro was a mega hit.
Si lazima.
That was a major hit.
Furahide. Now him and
What?
Nameless. Him and Nameless.
What?
Now we're putting two people who've worked with each other against each other.
Look at Nonini has an album. Genge, Godfather,
Yeah.
Godfather Genge or something.
Genge Godfather.
Yeah, something of the sort
Yeah.
in that tune. So personally, Nonini is my personal pick.
I'm choosing Nameless.
Wow.
For the music, just purely because of how long he's still there right now.
Nonini is still there.
Right now he goes by
He has-
his official government name and he's suing Safaricom.
No, Nonini has an album coming out.
Really?
Yeah, Mgenge Part 2. Mgenge True Part 2.
He does?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Check his gram. He's
Oh,
popping.
holy fuck. Okay.
Will that change your mind?
Okay, now I would like
No,
to change my mind. Let me
Nameless,
see.
Nameless has not told us he has a project coming out. He's just turning up his volume.
Yo, that
No,
song.
relax. That was subliminal. For those who know, you know.
You know.
If you know, you know.
Okay. Just by the music alone, I would go with Nameless.
But for the industry, who's done much for the industry?
My pick is Nameless.
Okay, mine is Nonini. Break the tie. What? Okay.
Nameless. So Nameless wins.
Nameless wins.
Now we move to the other side, the right side. This is where shit actually is. Jua Kali versus Calligraph Jones.
What?
Nyash versus Isa. Let's go slowly. Jua Kali versus Calligraph.
I'm gonna say Calligraph because of his latest project. And that will be my argument all through.
Hey. Okay.
Jua Kali.
But
has-
let's discuss
has
them
been-
and then we
yeah,
can
let's
finally.
Does Jua Kali have any other
Yeah,
feature outside Kenya? You have to think about it. That's most likely a no,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Look at Calligraph. For the short time he's been here, say he was popping since 2012, Biashara remix. Let's say give it right now in 2018. Those are 6 years.
Yeah.
Jua Kali was here from Asali, Nipe Asali or something, kitu of the sort. Jua Kali, Nipe Asali. That was in 2002 or 2003, right?
Holy shit.
Right?
Yeah.
That guy, he actually had good visuals because he was the first person to do green screen.
Kiasi.
Yeah.
The
Not-
Kiasi.
Yeah, not even Kiasi, even Asali, and his videos.
His videos are real, yeah.
Storytelling.
Yeah, and they're
videos.
real. Even that one, naamka wanasema kanisa ni ya mavijana. Ngeli ya genge.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that's a dope video. I remember watching that video. I'm like, oh, this shit is actually so cool. Okay.
And Flex, he had a banger with Flex.
Nyundo.
That was me Flex personally. I don't know Flex. You should come back from Netherlands. But Flex was. I used to wear like that guy, like from head to toe.
Like
I tell my rents, I want this, or I'm crying the whole day. I want his pants. I want everything.
Yeah.
So personally, Jua Kali, I feel like he's been in the industry for very long.
For him to still have the same style.
Yeah, and also if you look at his nemesis in this, the nemesis has done so much in a short given time. Calligraph has a feature with KO, Mr. Easy, YC.
YC.
Timmy
Kwanza that
Blanco.
YC song is fucking
You
fire.
see, he's brought Super S.
Oh shit, he's brought him Super S.
Yeah, look at all the buzz he's making with this.
Oh,
You
fucking
see?
hell.
So I think Calligraph takes it for me. He has several hits. Julius Yego,
Hey.
you see, Wanjiru and Akinyi, Mbesha.
Oh yeah.
He has
Mazishi.
Mazishi. He has so many. The hits are endless. I mean endless.
Okay.
Nataka Hiyo Do. You see,
No, was that a hit?
that was a hit.
Omolo.
was a hit.
Omolo is the one.
Okay. Even Nataka Hiyo Do was a hit.
I don't think Natakayodo was a hit. I didn't like that song, but listen. Okay, now here's the thing. I've said this. I said this when we were reviewing his Calligraph's album. I was not that into Calligraph because of him not using his own beats. As in, that alone was such a turn off for me. Like, I cannot listen to you. And the first few songs he released, even Julius Yego that's not his beat.
So if it's good, it's good.
I
I know you're saying that because you're a producer.
Who else? This Ojo Elegba refix that he did. There's a bunch of songs early on in Calligraph's career which were just not his own beats, and I really didn't. Because for somebody with such potential, I still feel that he could have done better then to ground himself more in the music that he's doing, because of he can make his own beats, you know. So for that reason, but still against Jua Kali, the biggest discredit against him is just that he has never evolved. His style of music has never evolved. Even right now, if you give him a trap beat from Motif, he'll still want to rap using that key style.
Still tell Motif to turn his head off.
So Jua Kali, I think that this puts him against very many people. He'll lose. And for this reason, I'm thinking Calligraph over here is the one who should take it.
Okay.
So you, Calligraph, Jua Kali.
Calligraph.
Aya, the next one. So, Calligraph wins there, no debate. Nyash, Isa. Nyashinsky versus Isa.
Isa. Issa, I don't need to back my statement.
Why? No, you
Because
need
it's
to. You
Issa.
need to.
Issa has an album and he has several hits.
Issa is
Boomba Train.
Issa is not here.
He's not here, meaning what?
You cannot compare somebody who is here to somebody who is not here.
That's a very redundant argument.
I don't think Issa lived out his full potential.
That's a really redundant. I'm even surprised that those words are coming from your mouth. I'm
Look
at
just saying.
the short time he was here.
Yeah, exactly.
And all he did.
And that's why I am saying he did not fully exhaust his potential.
Then don't base your argument that he's not here currently.
I think that's the period of the time he did music. I think is a credit or a discredit depending on how you are to look at it. It is a credit given what he did. It is a discredit given that we didn't see more from him. Oh shit,
why
this
do you
sounds so
say-
fucking wrong, but it's the fucking truth.
No. Why do you say Nyash then?
I haven't said I said Nyash.
Don't
I'm just
say
saying.
Issa. Don't trash Issa. Or
I'm not. I have.
Don't chill. Just support Nyash with your own words.
Okay, Nyash. He was here for a while with Kleptomaniacs. They released an album, and then he went abroad and came back. And he has come back and he has really dominated the scene. And you see, if Nyashinsky against Issa, I think we have even more memorable music from Nyashinsky than from Issa. Not from a purely nostalgic point of view, but just from a point of view of music that we can relate to at the moment. Because I don't think a quarter ball from Issa you can get, a quarter ball from Nyashinsky you can get from then and from now. He's still
I can give you a
relevant.
quarter ball from Issa.
I've said you can get, but from then. But Nyashinsky is from then and from now.
Should we break this tie?
We've not even voted. We're just talking about
I
these
have
two
voted.
niggas. You said Issa.
Yeah.
Issa, okay. Issa
I
has
don't know
an album.
why should you debate and then at the end just say
I'm
Issa?
just I'm not going to say.
So you're gonna say Nash.
I'm saying Nyash.
Okay. Simple. People even at the comments comment there.
Issa or Nyash?
Issa, of course. Come on. Nyash,
Okay,
you can't compare. And
Okay, so for the bracket as it stands, we have Waire, Nameless, Calligraph, Issa. That is our semi-finals. That's next week together. We'll wrap this bracket up next week. Do you have any music to play? Okay, let me go first.
what will you ask? And then when
Okay.
I'm about to check, just go fast.
I think mine is...
Mannerless.
Okay, so
uncouth behavior.
my song is Wakardinali, a rap duo from Eastlands, Umoja in Eastlands, in the city of Nairobi. That song is called Oh Lord, off their mixtape. Off their mixtape.
Oh my god.
Ndani ya cockpit. You guys should check out that.
Ndani.
Yeah. So this song is called Oh Lord.
Where do you get this? Son?
SoundCloud. Of course it's on SoundCloud.
Laughing like a goat.
Missy was in Echo Bay. I remember when they made me wait. Nip and coupe lemonade, cause I'm a renegade. I repeat to Bob Marley, I had to regulate.
Yes, buzz.
Zini days za Sodom. Wana kuchorea kama pezi ya kondo. Mishafika mali watu wanageuza kondo. Na
Asa
tabia
wa
ya
Islam.
kama geuza kondo.
Asa wa Islam
Kupigana
came
niko
from
busy
them.
kama
They
kawa
really
kama
like
kutawa
make
papana
music.
papana na piga
Because
tizi na madawa kama
It's
dawa
not
na
true.
kando kileta wizi hapa brother utapata mambaka. Ita hata na kada wajue nataka shada sahi. Sinanga ngata lakini naenda shamba kana hii. Na kuacha matoki shanga vile nimepanda na kusamba mapanga alafu ninakocha mata.
Yeah.
Face man, I freak him out. Corrupt race, me make him out. Ngori watashika mount. Too many bitches that we gotta kick some bitches out. What am I doing? What am I doing? My mama told me I'm always gonna do it. Nipende ya do it.
I like the first guy who
Wacha nikue, wacha nikue. Ni wakati na ndio sasa wakule. Mpaka nikufe.
you actually played Candy Crush. link in this. We should post the link.
But this game is very
Not just the game. Come on. This guy.
We'll tell you.
Mini mafunza ni Tamario Balotelli, askari mgamba bado pedi, mimi mkali kweli, nasikwenda kiganjo military training. Kisu za jibag ndani daily, ndo man mejipin sababu baba Iraq, kisu mtupima, yangu ni mistari na vina relax, issue si jina. Bima mitu na kina Hilux, Suzuki, Suzuki, Isuka diga Japan, maybe Uchina. Tunita kule Canada, Toronto Typhoon. Aspect of your Jew, aspect plus of your crew. Wali pondan oro ya crew, yo mimi munga hole hot nafunza radio true, ndo msipote, kale sokele kichogio tu. Nyama kima mpaka audion through. Yeah, bonus guesses zanita bola upenda, ni check it Robert December na nala Rover defend evolution, I'm telling you say izinyo dropa sikienda storage tuko skibuda focus ikienda but this chichi kwa tutachinja shogo kilenda chance kupeta kuja patikana jela kaenda
Ali ya kwanza.
wakadinali ni bulldog wengine vijipa tunasamba watu wasikaja cheza na fiti
Right.
tuna madam mapricha mavigilant takubidu cool kasela kwa kabaridi maji mapala wazozi.
I like that song. I don't like this part.
Tawaga majozi Nairobi Kampala na Jozi. Wacheka katanda za ozi Mairungi changanya na kodi Tamwaga majozi Amuobi mapala wa
I
rozi.
find it disturbing.
Tamwaga majozi Nairobi Kampala na Jozi. Amuobi mapala wa rozi. Tamwaga majozi Nairobi Kampala na Jozi. Wacheka kandanda za ozi Mairungi changanya na kodi Tamwaga majozi Amuobi mapala wa rozi.
So that is Wakadinali with Oh Lord. Pepper, what song do you have to play?
I have a song by an artist called LJ featuring a lady called Kenana.
LJ. Can't nah. Yeah. And we keep it 100. Yeah. Yeah. Do you ever let your mind wander? Let your mind wander. Do you ever let your mind ponder? Let your mind ponder. Do you ever think
Comment
about
on
me?
what you like
Do you
to see
ever
with
think
it,
you want
guys.
to kick it with a G? Do you close your eyes and
Comment
see the
down there
fantasy?
if
Do
you
you
want to
ever
see
want
us
to come
react
close
to
to mommy? I
Like,
know
just
she's
comment on
the
what
reason
you-
me and you never
what content you like
talk
us.
anymore. But I'm breaking
shout
down
out
the
to
walls
Lenny.
and now I'm standing at the door. Be your hero with the S on my
Oh,
chest.
okay.
You be the lighter, I'll be the J. Come take a hit, let me take you away.
I'm waiting for the bridge.
Do you ever dream about nights like this? Do you ever feel your soul just drip down the
The bridge is what?
Do you ever
What
feel
part of the
like
song is
you're
that?
all alone? Do you ever wonder why the world's so cold?
Waking up every night, cold sweats back a bite. Feeling lost in the darkness, trying to fight to the light. Say I'm running out of time. Funny thing, time fly. Smooth tongue talk right. Broken soul live a lie. Najua, natambua, kuna maswali sijui kutatua. Mashida, kamvua, nitatoboa nitararua. Going up, down for the ride, showing up. Never went too high, blowing up. Slipping, I slide, now I'm up. Yo, we up now.
Do you ever dream about nights like this? Do you ever feel your soul just drip down the abyss? Do you ever feel like you're all alone? Do you ever wonder why the world's so cold?
I like her voice. So that was LJ featuring Kenana on LJ's upcoming Coming. Upcoming mixtape. Miezi tatu baadaye. Yet to be released though.
Okay.
The song is out on SoundCloud. Link in description.
Yeah. So you guys, that has been our episode for today. Thank you so much for making it this far. If you're still with us, we will hope to see you. We hope to see you next week as we have another episode for you guys.
Guys watching from the States, share with other people in States.
Yeah, other Kenyans.
We
living
see
in
the
diaspora.
demographics, like there's
The
someone from
analytics.
Belgium.
Yeah. Shout out to you, man.
I was wondering, whoa, there's someone from Belgium.
Shout out
Anyway.
to you. Thank you to Michelle for coming through as always. What else? Who are you shouting out when the song was
I
playing?
was shouting out.
mannerisly?
I was shouting out the Machila G.
Shout out, man. OG,
I was shouting
OG
out
listener.
Sylvia.
Mhm.
I was shouting out. Yeah, those are the only people I can shout out.
You guys, see you next week. We'll definitely have a ball next week. Bye.